Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow. Just like the demeanor. I'm feeding my fam.
It's Tuesday, and that means we are hot, fired up, ready to go. There's some stuff we got to talk about. It's my man TJ. It's me, Marco. Follow me at XDWB Marco. And TJ, did you get your Twitter up yet?
So Twitter is coming tomorrow. I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to really get that one yet, but I do have one. So it will be DWB Sasquatch.
Nice. We look forward to that tomorrow. All right. So I'm fired up. I got some things I need to get going. Are you fired up? What do you got going?
Dude, I'm so fired up right now. And I know my boy Jake's watching right now because I gave him the link and I said, dude, come chime in if you want. He said he can't. Dude, Carolina Panthers, y'all are the laughing stock of the NFL. Y'all are letting go of some of the best coaches that could really take this program and this organization to the limit. But your dumbass management, whatever, wants to let go of some of the best coaches, and you screwed him in the beginning. Carolina, you all need to fly over to wherever it is, far away, and just get out of the NFL. Go play Arena League and just get blown up there.
Carolina's in my sights as well. Dave Tepper, the owner, I mean, he had a press conference that if I'm Bryce Young, I'm asking for a trade. It's past the trade deadline, that I'm faking an injury. I'm not doing shit for that guy. He tried to back it up and tried to backpedal and say, for those that don't know, he had a press conference where he said that they actually wanted CJ Stroud and like really doubled down on the fact like Bryce wasn't the guy. And then at the end, he's like, but I'm really confident with the pick. And I was the one that I could have vetoed any pick. I could have done, whatever I wanted to do. But then you shouldn't have even gone there. You shouldn't have even said anything like that. If I'm Bryce Young, if I'm a Bryce Young fan, if I'm anything to do with Carolina, I'm pissed. I wouldn't show up for the game. I'd boycott the team. They're just a hot mess. And yeah, hot take is they need to find a way to get rid of Dave Tepper and the GM and everybody else that was involved with those decision makings. And don't put it on Frank Reich. That guy did the best he could with the terrible roster that he was given and these, no draft picks, bleak future, and Bryce Young.
And that's the thing. Like they brought Frank Reich in after they made all these trades.
Yeah. So he knew what he was getting into. It definitely didn't sound like it was his problem. It's him finding the solution.
They've been through six coaches since 2019.
Terrible. Enjoy the bottom of the league for the foreseeable future, unless they do something crazy. And I don't even know. I don't even know how you get out of it. How do you get out of it? If Bryce Young is pissed and he wants a trade, no one's going to give you a first round pick for him, but you can get some late round picks. You can try to find a future. Maybe in 3 to 5 years, you could be a competitive roster, because they're not a competitive roster right now. They're not going to be a competitive roster next season. So you're looking at
the thing that's really funny about this too. Brian Burns, one of their best linebackers, DNs. However, he's kind of like a Michael Parsons type esque, where he's DN back or whatever. This is his final year on contract. He can leave. He can go somewhere. JC Horn, I think, has 2 years left on his rookie contract. Dude, that whole team is literally going to be based off of like a high school team now, where it's like Bad News Bears, but now it's the Bad News Putty Tats.
So yeah, so maybe they bring in somebody like a Greg Olson, a piece of flex tape to put on there while they get the engines rolling on a long-term solution before they can get somebody really, worth a darn. But they're going to enjoy the bottom of the barrel for quite some time.
Oh yeah.
Next up, the Chicago Blackhawks. How are they screwing this up so bad this week? They got problems with Corey Perry. Corey Perry did something. It sounds like an HR issue. Now, rumors on the internet. I don't know. Have you guys heard the rumors? Do you guys know what the rumors are?
If talking to me, it came up on my phone that they released Corey Perry.
You know why?
I did not. Nothing was said on NHL at all about it.
So the word in Chicago is he slept with Connor Bedard's mom on the mom's trip. So on the road trip. And
Oh no, it's just Zach Wilson.
Well, I guess that's a thing, right? Corey Perry is known for that. He's very Patrick Sharpie, whatever. But look, okay, even if that's the case, right? Whatever that is, right? That's Corey Perry. Shame on you, veteran leader. Don't do that. Definitely not Connor Bedard's fault. Connor Bedard's mom's fault. But Blackhawks have this. They're not squashing that. He leaves the team. The Hawks say that they're the ones that told him to leave. His agent is like, no, it was Corey that decided to leave. Then the Hawks were like, no, it's an HR issue for conduct detrimental to the franchise. Then they have a press conference. They don't try to muddle it or keep anything away. Some of the beat reporters are on Twitter saying that those rumors are absolutely false. That didn't happen. Okay, fine. This is an 18-year-old kid that's supposed to be the face of the franchise for the next 20 years. You got to do some PR to cover him up and protect him. They got a home game tonight against the Kraken, so he should be all right. But as soon as he hits the road, you know what he's going to hear every time he gets off the bus from every fan base as soon as it catches wind. And you guys haven't heard about it out east, but that seems to be the consensus of what's going on.
So here's my question.
But what would have been a perfect way to cover this up would be bring back Patrick Kane. But instead of doing that, so you're losing a winger and your best power play guy, and instead of doing that, they let him sign with the Red Wings. What are you doing as a franchise? I get it. I don't know. I don't think he's cup chasing. If he's playing for the Red Wings, he's not looking to win in the next 2 years. So why wouldn't you sign him for a 1-year deal to make sure the hip's okay, have him play with Connor Bedard, cover up all this nonsense with Corey Perry, and really make a opportunity to have some good PR. But again, the Blackhawks, they can't do it. They can't get out of their own way.
I'm trying to see when the next time Boston plays the Blackhawks. I don't think
not for a while. We played you guys a couple weeks ago. We had a real rough stretch where we were playing like every top playoff team.
Yeah, we don't for the rest of the season. We don't play up. So cool. Connor Bedard. If your mom is actually that hot, keep her away from NHL because those guys are hot and horny for anything.
She's a 5, solid 5.
I haven't seen her, so I can't say.
Yeah. Anyway,
my next hot take, Marco. We talked about this in our personal chat. We got to put this out in the main chat. NCAA playoffs and rankings. Stop smoking crack, please. Please.
It's just free base cocaine, bro. Try it. It's great.
To them, it must be great, but they're not sharing it with us so we can see what they're looking at.
So what are you complaining about? Because so far, so good. Everything seems to be falling into place.
So this is where I think it's more of they're doing it's based out of popularity in my eyes how they're doing this. So you've got Ohio State losing to Michigan. Okay. To me, did I see that coming? Not really. I actually thought Ohio State would, at least do something. They didn't do anything. So they lose. Oregon moves up a spot to number 5. Texas stays at 7. Ohio State comes to 6. I feel the way that should have been is it should have been Oregon at 5. Don't get me wrong. I agree upon that. Texas at 6. Come on, man. We've been at 7 for, 6 weeks now.
Yeah, but what have you done?
I mean, we beat the living snot out of Texas Tech. Oregon couldn't even do that.
Okay. All right.
We also have a better strength of schedule than Oregon. Now, but this is where I'm going to look at this. They're basing it off the strength of schedule, no points differential, but strength of schedule, and I want to believe it is maybe there's a point differential. Yes, does Oregon score? Yes, they're high flying, they're fast.
I mean, it's all votes at the end of the day. It's all votes. I mean, they kind of look at it, but it's not like the BCS, and that's what makes the BCS great. Is that it was a program, it was math, and it worked, and we need to bring it back. But
yes.
Anyway, we don't need to dissect your hot take, buddy. It's your hot take. You got another one for me before I go in?
Oh, I do.
Hit me.
CM Punk, why the fuck did you come back to WWE?
It must be the money. Must be the money. No.
Did Stephanie flash her tits? Because if that's the case, man, she needs to flash it to bring Edge back and let him retire as a WWE superstar.
He won't. But look, man, I'm so over. I said it earlier today that the WWE jumped the shark by bringing him back. I'm done with them. I'm done with the WWE. I know it's all storylines and whatever, but at some point you have to have a stance on something. And if he's going to come back like he's top dog, I mean, the only thing he's been gone for 9 years. You're only going to bury new talent. You know that there's going to be a belt of some kind tied to him within the next 6 months. You know that somebody that deserves it is going to get skipped, and I'm just tired of it. I'm just really tired of it. And yeah, I'm not going to watch unless The Rock comes back to bury him. Then maybe I'll watch that one. But I don't know.
Yeah. So all right, before we move on, so my actual brother is in the chat right now. So, Cameron, shout out to you, bud. Love you, miss you. What you just said, Cameron, is actually one of my hot takes right now.
What do you got?
NFL refs need to pull out their tampons and let these guys play and truly look at what's going on. And Cameron's making a great point right now. That ref made the dumbest call in his career. He was showing that his mask was broken because he got face masked.
Yeah, he got completely.
Like, they didn't even call it, but they call him for a taunting because he's showing his helmet, saying, "Hey, like, what the hell?"
Yep. It was completely unnecessary. Hands to the face, happened out of bounds. But because the refs didn't see that, and the refs only saw him running with his helmet off. This was Brisker, right?
Yes.
Last night on the Monday night game, and they give him a unsportsmanlike taunting that, you know, if it was a second, he would have got kicked out of the game. But clearly his mask was torn off, it was broken. But the refs, someone could have told them, somebody could have buzzed them from upstairs, somebody could have said something, and instead they let it slide. And the NFL really needs to figure it out. And I think he's 100% on that. They should have, you know. You're right. They need to get their heads out of their asses. And
I mean, there were multiple games where some, you know, and I'll say it because we said, we all pointed this one out. The game on Sunday night, Justin Herbert took a hit out of bounds from a Ravens defender. Didn't get called. His lineman comes to back him up, and he gets a 15-yard penalty for backing up his quarterback.
Yeah.
Dude, come on now. You lay my quarterback out, I'm swinging. Kick me out.
What about the Josh Allen was ripped down, horse collar, ripped jersey in front of the ref and called for intentional grounding? What are you doing? And on the other side, when they're not making the calls, either for like Justin Fields last night, that guy's going to get killed because he doesn't get the calls. There was a blatant, okay, maybe not blatant, but there was a helmet to helmet targeting hit to the head on a sack that they didn't even talk about it on the broadcast. Troy Aikman and Joe Buck didn't even mention it on the broadcast. But I lost a breath there. I thought that he was going to be knocked cold. There are some other really terrible calls throughout the week that we'll talk about on Thursday. But yeah, hot take: referees need to fix their shit.
Amen.
All right, something else over the weekend for football I got, and this is the Deadspin attacking the Chiefs fan with a blatant disregard for the truth. And I don't know if you saw this, but there's a kid at the game with the headdress of an Indian, and he had his face painted. Half of his face was red, the other half was black. When the camera panned to him, unbeknownst to the kid watching the game, he was facing this way. So all you saw was a black face. Now, I understand that that's a sensitive subject. And I understand that we don't do that. But if you would have seen the kid's full face, it's red and black being the third alternate color for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep.
And I understand some people are offended by the Indian headdress, but the Chiefs do it right. Not technically named after Indians, but they do support a lot of tribes in the area. The kid himself is part of a tribe. It escapes me now. I'll talk about it more on Thursday. But this fool on Deadspin puts an article, puts the 5-year-old's picture on his article, and posts it talking about how the NFL needs to talk about this and how this is a bad thing and how this is a situation. But it's no situation at all because you only got the one side of the story and not the whole story. And the fact that and you're playing the Raiders where half of their team has half black face and half silver face anyway. You know what I mean? Like, come on, we have to stop looking for things to be oversensitive to and creating these problems that aren't existent because it's just a kid enjoying the game and being dressed up as his favorite team.
It's so stupid. So stupid. I mean, and I actually saw that. Now that you said it, it actually popped up on my feed. And a lot of people were like, a lot of people were 50-50. I mean, that's how everybody's going to be 50-50 about something. In my eyes, it's a young kid supporting his team. I mean,
they're using him as a crutch to say, oh, they need to stop using, Native American, cultural appropriation. Fine, it's not going to work. There's some teams that are just not going to change, and I don't know. I'll bet you a box of donuts that the Redskins come back because they want them back. The Indians want the Indians back, because that was in tribute to the first 3 Indian players on the Cleveland team. They were the Cleveland Spiders before that. The Redskins there was a guy. There was Chief Redskin. That was a real dude, Yep. So I can't wait for the pendulum to swing back the other way. That's a hot take.
I'm with you.
What else you got? You got anything from the weekend? Holiday, family, food?
So I've got, let's see, about 5 hot takes right now. Well, okay.
Let's go. Rapid fire. Let's go.
Rapid fire. All right. F1, you fucked up in Vegas. Never come back.
Don't come back. Don't
come back. You already, your sales for the tickets were outrageous for the race this year. They literally have every ticket still left for next year. Don't come back.
They didn't like it. They didn't like it. They did it wrong. And
I will bring the backhoe from the state of Maryland to Nevada, and I will literally just tear up the whole race. Stop. You're done. It's over.
What else you got?
Patrick Kane, you're washed up. Quit. Stop getting traded from team to team to team just to win another cup.
You only got traded once. I'm Patrick. My beef is with the organization and some of the players with their situation. But he got hurt. He's fine. He's going cup chasing, because he's 34, 35. But let's easy there.
All right. So these two right here. All right. Troy, I know you're in here. I love you. I'm sorry. Don't kill me. Bills, you lost your luster. Get out of here. You're irrelevant now to the AFC. You literally had a chance to beat the Eagles, and you didn't make that tackle on the 1-yard line. Shoestring tackle. Easy. I mean, I could have made that tackle. My 11-month-old son could have made that tackle. But no, you guys just let him walk in. Eagles are 10-1. You ain't going to hear the last of that one. Done. Troy, find a new team or jump through a table to get out of that organization. Whatever you got to do. And this is my last hot take for tonight. Josh Dobbs, you're a bum. Doesn't matter what team you go to. Doesn't matter what lust you have for a team. You're literally going to be an aerospace engineer. Stick to it. Quit football and leave.
All right. I got another quick hot take. I got LeBron James losing by like 40 yesterday. Michael Jordan would never. Michael Jordan on one leg the last year of the Wizards would never. Just knock it off, LeBron. Knock it off. He needs to go play with his son next year somewhere. Is that still a thing? Is his son still going to get drafted? I don't know. I don't pay enough attention to the NBA, but I know that was a thing. He wants to play with his son when he gets to the NBA. Go be a 8th man of the year, but he's more damage to the Lakers now than what it's worth. So. Yeah. Michael Jordan would never.
No.
Here, what do we got here? We got the NBA in-season tournament. Bills are done. We need a new coaching vision. Okay, is that Troy?
That's Troy.
I can't see the names. I don't know why. We got to fix that. Hot take. Fix your tech stuff, Marco. The Bills are going to be dangerous in the playoffs though if they get in there. I'd be a little bit afraid of them if I was the Ravens. All right. That's it. I'm pretty done on hot takes. Weekend was not very stressful. I had a hot take. Stop doing heroin in the train in Chicago.
Okay, you got to. I skimmed that, and then I asked you if we were still on for tonight. What happened?
Oh, so I'm sitting on the train on the way home, right? So the subway lines are color coded out here. So I'm on the blue line.
Yeah.
So the blue line is not the roughest, but it's definitely not the cleanest. And so I'm sitting there, and there's a guy behind me, and I see him like grabbing at his leg, and I thought he was like scratching, and then I thought maybe he had a wound, because you get that a lot, especially with like some of the homeless that are laying around. They're all bleeding all over the place.
Yeah.
And so then I'm sitting there and I'm minding my own business and I'm keeping an eye on him. And this other guy comes in and he's got a bicycle and he throws it at the guy. He goes, "What the hell are you doing?" And then I look and he's jabbing the needle into his thigh, or not his thigh, into his calf. So I get up to go to the other side of the train and he's yelling at the guy, and the guy's like, "I'm sick, man. If I don't do this, I'm gonna start puking." And the guy's like, "Eat something." And he's like, "Dude, I need the heroin." And so he just, the guy's just pissed off at him, sitting there with his bicycle, getting to the next stop. And the guy just finishes off what he's going to do. And then he goes and walks away. And I'm just like, I got to get out of this city. But then I take the Pink Line. Pink Line is a little bit cleaner. It goes through a couple different neighborhoods that are just a little bit different. And because I got to go through the west side of Chicago to get to the west suburbs. So I got to go through all the shit. Every stop, you're just like, now what? So, yeah. Anyway, that's what I got. Have a good Wednesday tomorrow, and we'll be back at it on Thursday, right, buddy?
Dude, we're gonna have a blast on Thursday.
Who's our Thursday night game we got to look out for?
Seattle and Dallas, baby.
Oh, the Cowboys! All right, let's go.
So I may or may not be on this stream, or I may be on the stream while watching it. So you guys may just have like a zoned out TJ looking like he's high as hell.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you could be our eyes on the game, and I'll have the scrolling ticker, and we'll have everything going on. So, all right, buddy. I will talk to you later on. Have a good one.
All right, Mark.
They got the iron while I got the steamer. I bring the fire, but you never seen her. I testify, I don't need a subpoena. They want my soul, better go to Korea. I love my dog just like I'm Peter. Gotta protect him. I made the call up, but just like I'm rapping. I know we left you, now we back together, but I guess that is